Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, aka the YouTuber that's a pretty cool guy like Mr. Freeze. And we're back. After a long hiatus, we finally have an update on when the Batman can resume filming, as well as some amazing updates in regards to the film. Throughout this video, we'll be breaking down new reports, discussing the Batmobile Concept Images Jeff Frost posted, a new interview with Paul Dano on the film, and some of the plot leaks. There may be some spoilers here, so if you want to go into the movie as blind as a bat, or if you're just testing your eyesight by driving to Barnard Castle, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. If you're still here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss a video, and please drop a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. With that out of the way, as always, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into our Batman updates breakdown. Okay, so with the UK slowly starting to ease itself out of lockdown, thanks to Dominic Cummings giving us the go-ahead to do whatever we want, the film industry is set to return throughout all parts of England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. Films and TV shows were put on hold due to the pandemic, but things are slowly starting to get back to normal, and according to a new report by The Guardian, filming can resume on a lot of projects in July. This is of course amazing news for fans of the film and those that work in the industry, as many are actually freelance and thus they've been struggling for the last couple of months due to being ineligible for financial support. However, things won't be returning back to normal just yet, and the British Film Commission has drawn up rules that include physical distancing, safety training and regular tests to make sure that all staff can work in a safe environment. I think it'll be weird for actors who have to go from the makeup chair where they are closely worked on to then standing opposite someone in a scene, and thus these measures have to be put in place to ensure safety. Though Warner Brothers haven't officially announced when filming is going to resume, The Guardian does state that they are keen to restart production on Fantastic Beasts and The Batman, which are both due for release next year. An industry source at The Guardian named Jean Brudu Trust Me told the paper, many productions have to get up and running again in the next 2 months, or they won't get made this year, as they rely on summer weather and conditions. So from this, it is likely that Warner Brothers will want to initiate production as soon as they can next month. I must remember to switch to Chromebook as well. I must remember to do that. Anyway, obviously they have to fly some of their stars from the US over, and if the UK is actually enforcing its 2-week lockdown from the airport, then that means that they will have to start moving them within the next 2 weeks in order to get them ready for July. I do think that filming will resume in July, but more likely towards the end of the month, as sets have to once more be assembled, and also filming permission has to be reapplied for and granted. We did start to see some outdoor sets being built just as things were shutting down, and these once more will have to be put back up, which it looks like it'll take a while. By the way, if I see that anywhere, I'm stealing it. I'll of course give you a definite date once we have it, but at the moment I would speculate that it will be mid to late July before everything fully resumes. Let's just hope we don't go back into lockdown, or we could be seeing the movie released much later than 2021. Anyway, we also have some more images and information on the Batmobile that help us piece together exactly how it will look. These come from concept model maker Jeff Frost, who's also worked on the Star Trek reboot, Tomorrowland, the Mission Impossible series and more. It gives us a really good look at the car after the officially released photos were hidden mainly in shadow and the dimly lit environment that the vehicle was housed in. Now the first thing that I want to draw attention to is the almost battering ram-like front of the car. This really highlights to me how it will be used as a weapon itself, rather than the things that are housed within it. When we did our first breakdown on the vehicle, we did say that due to the size of the engine, that this beast had clearly been built for speed. There was a lot of focus given to the back of the car, which was clearly going to be used to propel it at great speeds towards wherever it was heading. The fact that the front is built like this makes me now think that this is literally just a battering ram on wheels that will be used to smash through walls and doors so that Batman can gain access to places. To me, this heightens its use, and I can't imagine how intimidating it would be to play chicken with this thing when it's coming at you at full speed and you can either get out of its way or go under its wheels. The entire thing looks like it's built just to smash things with as much brute force as possible, and though people initially thought that it would be one of the weakest Batmobiles due to it just being a car with an engine, I think that these images clearly highlight that the car might actually be one of the most powerful versions, as its sole purpose seems just to be to smash things. It's definitely the kind of vehicle that would smash that like button, and if you love it, then you should too. No, that's the dislike button. Nah, but I'm really impressed with how good it looks, and seeing it like this makes it seem like one of the best looking versions of the car ever. I'm sure this model is getting shipped out to Hasbro as we speak because it looks absolutely brilliant. It's very sleek and modern, but it also has a classic feel to it that reminds me of just how timeless Batman can be. Overall, I'm very hyped for it, and hopefully it drives as good as it looks. Top speed, 20 miles per hour. Now before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of the Marvel Phase 3 Part 2 box set to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on the updates in the comments section below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of June, and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. And finally, Paul Dano, who has remained relatively quiet about the entire thing, has finally broken his silence on what exactly is going on. In an interview with the playlist, Dano said, "I was filming, I flew home to visit my baby, and then didn't get to fly back to set because of coronavirus, which is a really strange thing. But I feel really good about it. I think Matt Reeves is the real deal. I was really surprised by his script, which I think is potentially really powerful. Hopefully we'll get to see it back sometime soon. I'm not sure." So no further clarity on exactly when filming will resume, but from this we can take that the script will be extremely powerful and that he's confident in both Matt Reeves' ability and the storyline itself. Though the plot is being kept firmly under wraps, we do know some specific things about it at the moment due to leaks. Again, we will be spoiling some key aspects of the film, so if you don't want anything potentially ruined, then we recommend that you turn off now. If you're still here, apparently the movie will be a Year 2 storyline that shares a lot of similarities with the Earth 1 arc by Jeff Johns. The mayor and DA are both murdered, which sends Gotham into complete turmoil. Batman investigates these deaths and discovers that they were caused by the Riddler, who is slowly starting to take over Gotham. On top of this, we also know that Jamie Lawson is playing Bella Real, who is a mayoral candidate. So it does look like there will be a power struggle within Gotham, and though this hasn't been hinted at, I do think that the Penguin will be running in opposition to her. If you have a mayoral candidate, then by definition you have to have an election storyline, and though I'm just joining the dots here, to me, at least, it's one of the conclusions that seems the most obvious. Now, Penguin hasn't been confirmed as doing any of this, but in several adaptations on the character, both in comics and live action, he has run for the position. Every time I've brought this up, the response I get from someone has always been, well, it happened in Batman Returns, so it's too soon to do it again. However, Batman Returns was released in 1992, and when the Batman releases in 2021, it will have almost been 30 years since the second Tim Burton film dropped. The prior big storyline of Penguin becoming the mayor was in the 1966 Batman show, which was released 26 years prior to Returns. So if we are doing the too soon argument, then we also have to be aware that there's precedent for it happening even sooner in other adaptations. What I'm trying to say is that any story involving a run for election that also features the Penguin inevitably has to have him going for the mayor's job. Batman becomes even more powerless if this is achieved by the villain, and I would love to see him having to fight criminals on the street whilst also going head to head with the seemingly untouchable politicians. Again, none of this has been confirmed, but it does seem likely to me in the wake of the character list and the things that we know about the movie. Time will of course tell, but yeah, from what we know, I'd say it was just common sense. Now obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on the updates, when you think the movie will resume filming, whether you like the Batmobile or not, and your thoughts on the plot leaks. Comment below and let me know, and I also just want to give a shout outs to Brooklyn Batman, Tara Zahn, Johnny MP, and the Bat Source on Twitter, who've been massively sharing my links and getting them out there. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I really appreciate it, as I appreciate all of you guys checking out the videos week by week. If you missed our breakdown, or rather breakup last week of the news that the Batman was cancelled, then I highly recommend that you check it out right after this. It's a bit more of a funnier video, so you might have a bit of fun in these dark and troubling times. If you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. We massively appreciate it, and as a thank you, you get access to content early. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at Heavy Spoilers or click the Discord link in the description below. Those are the best ways to keep up to date with the channel, so hopefully we see you over there very soon. And tell you what, have a lovely day as well. All the best to you. Take care. I know it's really tough out there right now, and it's crazy to see what the world's turned into, but you know, my heart's with you, and We can do it. Take care. Love you.